Right, uni hoodie on, let's do this. Now thus far in this talk topic, the largest one by far I might add, we've had mostly negatory responses to the question of whether university is worth it by the main speakers. I applaud the logic of these individuals, and whilst I don't fully agree with their ultimate answer to the question, i.e. university's not worth it, I will in no way refute the majority of their points as to why. They're championing the cause of those who've been trodden on by the education system, slipped through the cracks, or just had the inclination to follow their dreams at the earliest opportunity. That's fine. Matt even talks in his video about how his own career success was not determined by his qualifications, but by his drive. University isn't for everyone, and I'm not here to twist your arm into making you go or saying that anyone that says you shouldn't go is wrong. Even Mandy admits in her video that her degree qualifications had absolutely no bearing on her actual job, but she does sit on the same side of this question that I do. Yes, Mandy, yes, come on! The main point I'm trying to make is this. Don't take what other people have said about university and use that as a means to just write it off. It's very easy to draw the logical conclusion of, well, if I don't need a degree to become successful, why bother? It just seems like a waste of time, money and effort. Which admittedly is pretty much my justification for not doing anything. But it's not a waste of time. University is a valuable resource, and having a degree still will pull a lot of weight with some people. It's certification that you're capable of doing the things that you're trying to do. Some governing body has said, yes, this person can do these things. Of course, there is the other factor of real-world experience, which balances out that whole equation. But uni is a way of getting experience in itself, not just in your subject area, but in life in general. Many of the speakers have talked about the personal and social benefits of uni, and they're all very true. University can help you become the person you want or need to be, especially if you're aimless. If you have the drive, commitment and the desire for something straight out of school, by all means go straight into work. Live that dream. If you're less solid on your choices or capabilities, try uni. Go there, broaden your skill set, improve your abilities, temper yourself into the best you can. I mean, that's why you're in education in the first place, right? When I left school, I had absolutely no idea what I was doing or where I was going or anything. I shudder to think what terrible, terrible existence I would be living right now if I hadn't opted to go to uni. I just flung myself generally in the direction of art, and now I have a degree in illustration and animation. Is that a particularly useful degree? No, but the improvements and the skills that I've gained during the course of that degree, both technical and personal, have made a world of difference. My brother Mr. Heavyhand also made a response to this topic and talked about the opportunities that university grants you in terms of extracurricular activities and faculty resources and equipment. And it's all a very good point. You go to a good university for your subject and you'll have access to first-hand experience with stuff that you'd probably never be able to get in your day-to-day life. He also briefly tackles the subject of money, which is something that scares away a lot of people looking to go to university. People look at things like student loans and debt and the like, and they get scared that university's just going to rinse them of all their cash and just kick them out into the street at the end, cold, hungry and homeless without a penny to their name. It's really not that scary. Of all the possible loans and debts that you could ever have in your life, from now until you die, a student loan is probably the best you will ever have. Now, I don't know how the systems run in other countries, and I'm not going to pretend to be an expert, so if the system where you live is really, really awful, then you can just ignore this whole section of advice. Here in England, the government will pay your university fees for you. Not unconditionally, you have to be unable to afford to do so yourself, and you will owe them that money back. But here's where you get off lightly. Fundamentally, if you can't afford to pay it back, you don't. Like, ever. When's the bank ever said that? Oh, I'm sorry, you can't afford it? Oh, I had no idea. Oh, so sorry, we'll go bother someone else. Don't worry about it, it's fine. You don't have to pay anything. No, they don't. They just take all your stuff instead. Now, I'm not going to get into all the details here, because I think I've already talked enough. But if you could go over to Ant's channel and watch his video, then he explains about the fundamentals of student finance and their loans and the impact that they have on your future. So, is university worth it? Yeah! It's not necessary unless you're going into a field where proper specific knowledge is a requirement. But if you do it right, it will naught but benefit you. Plus you get to do this. Snazzy, right? Yeah, so if you haven't cottoned on already, this is a talk response, and here is the talk logo, so that you can head over to their channel. Watch those videos, like this video, comment on this video, leave a video response on their video, my video, whatever. Keep the discussion going. Let's do this, people, yeah. And, you know, think about how uni fits into your life.